You know, I have trouble remembering things that I don't care about, which maybe on the surface sounds super obvious, and it is. But the more you care about something, the more you'll actually dig into the mechanics of how it actually works. And you're not just memorizing the surface of it, you remember like the fundamentals of it. For instance, rendering settings in Premiere. So I have presets obviously, but I also remember each setting because I know why I have picked each setting. I know why I did 100 megabits per second. I know why it's 23.976 frames per second. If you know the context for what you're trying to learn and trying to remember, it makes it so much easier. I feel like that was a big problem in school. I remember senior year, I was taking Calculus BC. And I'm sure that the teacher addressed why we were learning all of this stuff, but it was just so complicated and so hard. And it was the only class I actually did homework in senior year because it was the only one that if I didn't, I would get an F in the class. But it was like, I didn't see the reason, the fundamentals of it. Why was I doing this? But when it comes to stuff I care about, it's like you want to dig into all of that. And you want to like get into the nitty gritty and figure it out. Okay, but anyways, man, you ever had those days where you're working on stuff and it's like pulling teeth? And the only difference was that I got up like a half hour earlier than I usually do. And my body is just like, yo, I wasn't done yet. So I'm gonna cut my losses and I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll see you tomorrow right now. Okay, you know how the other day I was talking about how getting started is the hardest part, and then I was like, no, it's the easiest part. I'm gonna change that to, it is not the hardest part, it is not the easiest part, but it can be a stumbling block. Right now I have a solo video that is ready to be edited, but I don't wanna start on it. It just feels like, oh man, as soon as I start on it, it's gonna be a task and a half going through that. And I love editing videos. I don't mind the hard work, none of that. It's just for some reason right now, the thought of getting started on another edit after just having finished an episode that took a month to do, and before that, another episode that took a month. Like maybe Monday. Thank you to whoever pointed out Better Snap Tool. Oh man, come on, dude, look at that. Oh, fantastic. Oh, come on, man. Second thing, Dokhev. This game came out of nowhere. I was watching the Xbox Gamescom thing, and I was just kind of casually paying attention. And then suddenly I was like, what is this game? They had a trailer that was like 4 minutes long, but everything that happened in it was insane. I was like, this is the best looking game I've ever seen. The animation, the lighting, the particle effects. Oh! So hungry. You know, I'm always wanting to optimize things. I'm always like, oh, how can I make this better? How can I get rid of this annoyance? But one thing I need to start realizing is that you won't be able to get rid of all annoyances. And some things are just going to be annoying and difficult. And the more I can internalize that, the less frustrating it'll be when I run into those annoyances that can't be dealt with. Like eating, come on, man. You gotta eat. There's no way around it. No way around it. I think part of what makes getting started so hard sometimes is I need to think about how I open the video for the maximum amount of impact. So I usually have to have like a little bit of narration and an intro for people who have never seen our videos before. Like, oh, what is this? What am I watching? The actual editing, like the meat of it, everything in the middle is just pure gravy, pure fun. But that beginning, it's like I have to actually think and boo-hoo. Okay, I have gotten started, but it's time for a run. What are we listening to today? Accidental Tech Podcast? Alrighty then. 88 degrees Fahrenheit today. Fortunately, it does not feel like it's over 100. Feeling good, man. Love getting that summer heat in. Yeah. 1.4? Well, back on the topic of never being able to eliminate all annoyances, difficult stuff will always happen. There's always gonna be annoyances. You can't prevent all problems. The only thing you can do is make sure that you have resiliency and contingencies for when things do go wrong. So sometimes you'll have unexpected expenses. It might be like $500 or something. You have to do the preparation ahead of time for those $500 moments so that you have the forgiveness to be able to deal with those problems. You can't prevent the $500 problem every single time. All you can do is do the maintenance ahead of time to be prepared for the $500 thing in the future, which is a really hard thing to do because you don't want to assume that things are gonna go wrong. And preparing for the future does not provide immediate benefit. It's only a benefit later. It's kind of like how a vaccine works. Once you actually get sick, the vaccine can't do anything for you. It's only ahead of time. Anyways, I've gotten started on the solo video. I think that opening narration is solid enough. I've recorded it. Now it's just time to get to work. Let's do it! Okay, that'll do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. The work will continue tomorrow, which will happen right now for you. I'll see you then. Hello, welcome back to the vlog. Unboxing today. This is from a viewer. Holy shiitake jerky. Hello, I'm a big fan of your vlog and the rest of the boys at AA. I'm sending you some holy shiitake jerky. I created it. All the best, Robert. Robert, thank you for the shiitake jerky. Congratulations on making this. Holy cow, look how many there are. Wow, thank you very much. These will be enjoyed thoroughly. All right. Where do new ideas come from? The problem is that you'd think that you could just use like books. Oh, I'll read some books and then I'll get new ideas and become more knowledgeable. But then once you've read enough, you start to find out that a lot of these books are so clearly just somebody had to go in on one idea, but they had to write 200 pages to be able to sell the book. It couldn't just be like 25 to 50 pages. Take the most navel-gazing thing I've ever talked about in the vlog. Like, this vlog is basically just navel gazing. But you're never assaulted with any one idea for more than like a minute. But a lot of these books, it's just like 200 pages of one idea and you're just like, oh my God. So I haven't read any books in a while. And then if you get all of your ideas from the internet, you end up with all sorts of trash. Most of my ideas just come from experience doing things the wrong way. You do a bunch of stuff the wrong way, and then eventually you come upon a little solution. You're like, oh, why have I never thought of doing that before? So earlier this year, I was talking about backing up my Adventure Archives footage. Currently, we've got a set of hard drives here and a set of hard drives in Ohio, but that still left me kind of nervous. So Backblaze, $6 a month, lets you have unlimited storage, including external hard drives. I don't remember when I initially talked about this, but it was months ago. I am finally rounding the corner on 23 terabytes of footage. These hard drives are all backed up into Backblaze right now, and the last hard drive is 1.7 terabytes. If my hard drives and the set of hard drives in Ohio both die at the same time, then I know I have a backup. This is just like a really nice $6 a month safety net. Now, provided that their restoration ability actually works well, the only downside is that you have to hook up the hard drives once every 30 days, which is not ideal, but that's no problem anyway. Like, for $6 a month, I can deal with that. Okay, it looks like it's 91 degrees outside. This could be another short run. Another very, very short run. Guys, I miss my car so much. It has been almost 3 weeks and the part is nowhere in sight. This chip shortage, man, screwed me over. It found its way. Apparently the weather today feels like it's 100. That is one advantage of doing shorter runs, is that even on days like today, I can still run. I usually do about 2 miles a day, sometimes less. But consistency and regularity are infinitely more important than any individual day's distance. Man, it is hot today though. Still at 51.4 today, but man, it is hot. It was hot out there. Let me tell you, it's 93 degrees right now. And that was only a 1.52 mile run. Whew! All the parts are in here, including power and video cable. And this is brand new, it should work. Let's go take it to my mother. Also, random computer, reformatted that for her. My mom and I were talking, and especially after the pandemic, you can no longer say, I just don't know how to use technology. It is mandatory to be able to live in this society and know how to use technology. It's like you can't get around it now. And I understand for a lot of people that sucks. And I know so many people are just like, I wish things would just stay the way they were forever. And I wish things were like they used to be. But guess what? Everybody says that about their point in time. Everybody thinks the movies they grew up with were the best. Everybody thinks the music they listened to was the best. Everybody thinks the technology they use is the highest level of technology you should be able to use. It's like, man, you gotta be flexible and be open-minded. You can't just close yourself off and say, I don't want things to change. That would be easier, for sure. But it's also not accepting reality. The reality is things change, tastes evolve, and if you keep an open mind, you have more things to enjoy and more avenues to make things easier. That being said, I don't understand how technology has not made it so that we can work less than 8 hours a day. At this point, with all of this technology, if we haven't figured out how to work 4 hours a day, that's on us. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Okay, let's go. Okay, that'll do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. We gotta do that pizza party soon, man. I know it's been way too long. But thanks as always for watching. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Everybody thinks the movies they grew up with were the best. Everybody thinks the music... This car smells like urinal cakes and marijuana. Well, yeah, let's do